Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Nkonye and I'm also known as NdiNaija. Ja. Whoa. Hey folks, we are setting up, or I'm setting up, there will be some setup of this 2020 Deluxe Monthly Erin Condren binder, or is it said the other way around? This is my setup of the 2020 Erin Condren Deluxe Monthly binder. That was a lot of words, quite a mouthful. My plan is to use this binder for my goal setting, goal tracking, and for my budgeting, just all in one fell swoop. And let's begin. This cover is from Erin Condren and it has my name, Nkonye, and my 2020 budget. I'm using it right now as a page lifter for the binder so that the pages don't get underneath the binder mechanism, if you can see here. So I have both sides of the cover, both the front and back, and on this side is also a front and back cover. In my other binders, I've bought a page lifter from Heather B. Co. and I told myself I was going to buy another one. I just haven't gotten around to it. I moved my folder over here to the front because that's where I prefer folders to be. So this is the first page, and let me get y'all in a little more, or a little closer. First page, I just put my name down. This binder does not come with vellum, and I have the colorful. There's also the neutral of this monthly planner. Quotes pages are normal. The first page that I've set up, or the first section that I've set up, are the due dates for sinking fund bills. Now, I didn't want to put sinking fund bills down here, or I thought of putting sinking bills, but I was like, it might be a little confusing. And I used colorful, transparent colorful stickers from Erin Condren. These in particular are what I used to get this set up. So yeah, that's what I used to get this set up. Next page is what I intend to do, is where I intend to do my goal breakdown. Now I went through the whole planner and snipped the holes because it's been quite difficult turning the pages, and I didn't want to keep opening and closing the pages of this binder because this binder already has gaps in the mechanism. I figured I'd just open it up a little bit and not open it up, just slice it up so that I can easily get the pages out. Okay. So to give you an example of what I plan on using this or these pages for, I'm just going to do one of my goals or one of my plans. So the first one is to pay off a credit card. And excuse the writing, it's just, I mean, this planner is for writing in, making your plans, making them work. Making it pretty is just a plus. First thing is going to be, so these are the steps for the year to do this or to achieve this goal. The first thing I'm going to do is put my starting balance, and I'll just write start. At the end of quarter one, I want to put the amount in here. So the amount of the remaining balance on this card. I'll do the same for all the other quarters of the year. End of quarter two, whoops. And I'm using these friction pens just because it can be, there are a lot of moving parts. So that's why I'm using these friction pens. So EO, Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4. The end of Q4 should be the end of the year. So I didn't feel like that's something I'd need to have as an end or put an end to. It'll be the same process for me to pay off the IRS and do my or save my living expenses. So it'll be the same process. What do you have when you're starting? At the end of each quarter, what do you have? And at the end, what do you have? So all the mini goals that I have in the different areas of my life that I'm trying to keep, that I'm trying to grow this year, that's all that's going to be here. Now, I figured it out for things like for the financial goals, right? I haven't really figured it out for my wellness goals. The main areas of my life that I'm working on this year are finances, wellness, and my work. So stuff like my YouTube channel, for example, I can have my stats here. So if I say, not if, this is one of the items, and I'll just have my subscriber numbers at the end of each quarter. Okay? Like I said, one thing that I haven't been able to figure out is the wellness portion of it, and using this to track my quarterly results for these wellness goals. So my plan is to lose weight and manage stress. I intend to reduce stress, manage stress, just work on things from the inside out. Since I want to lose weight, I need to do weekly meal preps. I need to incorporate more exercise, much more cardio than I've been doing, and I need to sort of make this stuff a hobby, right? Get interested in make this stuff a hobby so that I can do little things each and every day that'll push me in the direction of my goals. That's how it works, at least for me anyways. So I know that I need to do things like weekly meal prepping, and I'll just write this down because I can erase it. I know that I need to do things like, oops. And oh, this is going to be a long video, so hopefully you got your tea ready. So I'm going to do things like weekly meal preps, 10-minute exercises, but I'm not sure how I'm going to track these over the course of a quarter. So if you guys have any ideas for wellness goals and how to track them over the course of a quarter, let me know. I'm not very inclined to putting my measurements down, because first of all, I won't share that. So I personally don't even really want to see it. I mean, if there's a difference with my measurements, I'll probably feel it in my clothes. And yeah, I'm not ready to be judged by anyone who could have helped me to take those measurements anyway. So that's that. So if you have any suggestions for that page, let me know, or for the wellness section of that, let me know. Here is going to be my 2020 vision. So I'm going to write down some things that I desire and that I want for myself for 2020, and put a few quote stickers from the Happy Planner up here. But I left this space because I'm going to use a large portion of it to write the things that I need to write. I just haven't figured out how I'm going to share it. Well, sharing is not the issue. I just need to configure it, but this is the major space that'll be used. The rest of it will be quotes. So it'll be sort of a little round circle right here, and then quotes all around, and maybe some more stuff that I write. I was planning on using this page for encouraging quotes. Some of it will be stickers, some of it will be sayings or quotes that I've found over the internet. I have a lot of motivational sayings that I've saved on Instagram, so I'm going to write some of them here. The next set of pages will be my action plans for my goals. And I think I'm going to put down, I'm just going to print a sticker that'll have all the goals here, similar to how the Power Sheets does it. I initially I had to scan some of these pages in that I didn't use in my 2019 power sheets, because that's what I said when I said I wasn't getting the power sheets this year. If you haven't seen that video, I'll put it up in the cards up here. So I told myself I wasn't going to get the power sheets for 2020, that I'm going to use the empty pages in the power sheets that I have now and sort of work with that along with my Erin Condren. There's a page, or there are pages in the power sheets that have your action plan and the how you're going to, get your goals to be done. This action plan here has your big picture goal, your why, positive effect taking this action may have on you or others, how you'll feel at the end of this year having made progress on this goal, and at the end of this year or season, here's how I'll celebrate making progress. So I plan on having these for each of the goals. At first I was going to just place these stickers down here, but I'm thinking that I'm just going to write the headers and, write the actual stuff in, because for me, the process of writing helps to sort of solidify whatever that goal is. It helps to work things through. These action pages have a similarity to the pages that we set up in the last goal setting video, which are these project and goal pages. So all of the goals that I have that don't, how do I describe this? Anyway, let's just continue. Let me explain it with this and how this is going to transfer here. So this action plan is going to be the way it is. It's very similar to this, and I'm going to transfer these project pages from here to the other pages. So that's what the other pages are for. I'm going to use this Cultivate Wellness as an example. So here it would be a big picture goal, right? Big picture goal is to cultivate wellness. Why? I want to reduce stress, lose weight, eat healthier, and maintain a clear space. I also want to feel better in my body and do so much more. And then I'll fill in the rest of these, which are not here, stuff about how you'd feel when you get the goal done, just like I read a couple of seconds ago, and then the action steps. So this one has, what does progress look like, what are your starting steps, and when. This is essentially the same thing. What are the starting steps? I feel like this page breaks it down, or this spread breaks it down a little further. What are your planning steps, and then what are your action steps? So if these are the things that'll help you in the how, then what are the smaller steps that you would take to get to this point? So I'm going to transfer what I have in these pages over in here. The next page we set up in a Saturday morning live that I did, and I think I'll put that link up here also. We set up this weight loss tracker, and I got it down to 50, and I was going to track every half pound as I lost it. And I think I'm going to highlight or use colored pencil and shade it in when these milestones are reached. My plan also was to put the dates under each box. So say I lose half a pound and I track it and I found out that I've lost half a pound by January 1st. I'm going to write 1/1/20 or whatever, 1/1. And then I don't weigh myself, and then 2 weeks later I found out that I've lost 2 pounds. So that would be 2.5, right? Or is it 2? Well, I'll just say 2. So I've lost another 2 pounds. I'm just going to color all these in and write the date underneath there. That's it. I put some things that I could do, and I'm planning on doing these one or two of these every month. So these are exercise challenges, and these are food related or intake related challenges. They're not fully fleshed out. This one sort of is, because these are the things I usually do. These are the things I like to do. I like to do lunges, squats, planks, push-ups, yoga, yes, dancing, love. And then these as well. I should add a no Starbucks challenge. I should really add a no Starbucks challenge. Where's my pen? This particular no Starbucks challenge will kill two birds with one stone. First of all, you're not getting the extra calories and sugar. Second of all, I'll be, using what I have and making use of my stuff at home, and my making full use and properly utilizing my grocery budget. And I won't be spending money on Starbucks. So that's that one. Next couple of pages. I'm not sure what those were for and why I have these here. Oh, do I remember? I don't think I remember. Where's the page that comes before the month starts? That was this page. So all the rest of these are added. Some of them are just the lined note paper from the binder, from the what do they call them? Paper packs from Erin Condren, for specifically done for the binder. So that's what those are. Then a couple of extra pages I have here. On the monthly view, when you turn the tab, you get to this colorful page and this dashboard page. My plan is to use this colorful page for my tending list. Now, I scanned in my January tending list because this year, 2019, I did not use the January tending list. I left it blank. I used the back page of it, or the accomplishments page of it, but I didn't use this page, and it came in handy because I figured I'll just scan this in, use this, and do my goals every month. So these will be for the goals that are more, well, these will be for all the goals really. And then if there are any goals or anything left over, things to track goal related left over, they would be on this page. So I'll probably white this out for birthdays and maybe put prayer points or something down here. This might end up being a quote, affirmation, a verse. It could be a combination of all three, just like a marker for the month. And this will very likely just be a to-do list. I'm thinking of using this section for items that I have to do every single month. In my older planner, it's a little far from me now. In my older planner, what I would do is the back page, the back page before the month page starts, I would do a brain dump, and I would put tasks for each and for different areas of my life. Typically home, TJ and me. Sometimes it'll be my house, my car, TJ and me. And that's what I'm hoping to use this page for, or this section for. So just to-dos, and I'll probably use some lines and do that. So these two pages will be dedicated to goals. I'm a Monday start girl, so which is why my monthly spread looks like this, and I've set it up already. I got the date modifiers from Chrissy Ann Designs, and this is how I intend to use this. So if you can see closely, there's some washi tape, a sticker saying January, and then redated. Actually, this needs to move, but I'll need to leave that here and move it over here. So I plan on using this page for categoried expenses, and using one of the there's stickers everywhere that have it. You just have a little check mark, and let me draw it so that you guys can see. So the sticker comes something like this. Has a little check mark here. This is shaded in color, and you write the amount of anything. So it'll be a certain color, and I was just going to do that, use those types of stickers and just put down whenever I spend. So that's what this is going to be for. The next page is where my variable expenses would be. Now normally I do my bills in the productivity notebook or the productivity page of the notebook, and since this binder, you open stuff, put stuff in, since you can move stuff around, I bought an extra pack of the productivity paper and put this in here. So I'll use this for bills like I normally do. I'm looking for my current binder. This is what I normally do. Use the productivity page and then put the bills down, amount, due date, figure out the ones that are auto, or write the ones that are auto paid, and then mark off when I pay it. So that's going to be the same for here. Then I'm going to put variable expenses on this side because I just didn't want to waste this section of the paper. Normally I would actually put sinking funds here. I would put the bills as the first page, sinking funds on this side, and then variable expenses. But I figure I can just put the variable expenses here. It doesn't matter where it is. All that matters is that it is tracked. This page is for sinking funds, and this page is for my debt and savings updates. My plan also is to track whatever online income I make, and I think I need to put stuff I sell somewhere here. It may not be on this page. So this is all I have for this so far. Now if I take this sheet out, I can probably use just the note pages and recreate this for the bills. If I do that, then I can use this page. So I'll think about it again because I'm not sure. I wasn't sure what I was going to use this page for yet. So it's going to be the same thing. I've put the pending list down for February as well. I have actually decorated my page, well, redated my pages and decorated through June. Yeah, that's about it. So now we'll move to the back section of the planner. I had another video where I showed you guys my yearly fees, and there was, thank you for, who was it that commented? Someone commented and said, oh, that this was great, and she was going to track her P.O. box. She mentioned a couple of things that she was going to track. And then I remembered, oops, I have a P.O. box too that I need to pay for twice a year. So I added that. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And this was to help me make sure that I put all these things down in here. So that's the yearly fee and the yearly fees page. If anything changes, I'll put it down in the notes section over here. This is my sinking funds tracker. I believe I showed you guys this video already. You can link it down in the cards, and yeah, that's it. So you have your total monthly, and then my plan is to put down whatever goes out or in, and I explained it in the previous video for my 2020 sinking funds. The next will be savings pages. Like I said earlier, my plan was to save 1 month's living expenses, so I am sort of pausing my debt snowball because I want to prioritize savings this year. I'm a single mom. I currently earn one income, and I just want to put more space. I want to put more space. My car has been getting older, or my car is getting older, and it's giving me some strange signs that I'm not fond of. The other day, the key actually broke. Yes, the key broke. I popped it open. You have to press something for the metal part to open. I did that, and the thing flew away, and I was like, what? How am I going to get home? How am I going to get my kid? Blah, 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 blah. But thank God I was able to get it back in. It still came out, and I just drove the car. I just drove it straight to the dealer. There was nothing I could do. And the guy thankfully was able to do some finagling, and he got the key to work, but he said, you know what? You might want to get ready to replace this key, and it's a $200 fee. So right now, my sinking funds for my car, I need to replace spark plugs, and that's supposed to cost about $700. Um, there are tires that I need to replace. That's about 400 or 500. No, about 300 400 3. Yeah, about 300 400. And then there's this key. So already we have what? 700 plus 400 plus 200. That's $1,300 already. So I need to have this. I need to have this 1 month's living expenses together. Here is one thing that I'm very excited about: my new car savings tracker. This is a 4Runner, my dream car. Woohoo! And I want to save a down payment for this car. Partly because my car is showing a whole bunch of signs that I'm not fond of, and honestly, it's serving its purpose, and the current car I have will serve its purpose until I'm ready to let go of it. But in the meantime, this needs to be done. I'm actually rethinking getting this particular car, but I just wanted something that I could look at and smile, because whenever I see a 4Runner, yes, I smile. I'm a car girl. So this is what it looks like, and where's the down payment? So this is the end of it. I just made this in Excel and put the image in a transparent form, and I've been filling it out whenever money has been added to that fund. Next would be my bills tracker. I will show you guys the full setup when it's done. It'll include my 2020 spending plan, and I guess you'd call it, yeah, and the bill tracker. You can call it a yearly expense plan. I bought these stickers from Emily Design, and it's a very nice setup, but it doesn't work for me. I'm the type of person that needs things to come top down for some reason. So I need to see the list. I'm a lister, so looking at things with the headers up here instead of over here, it makes sense to me for the months to be this way and the list of items to be this way. I didn't discover that until I tried. So this is what this year's looks like. I'll fill in the amounts, and then I'll show you guys when I set that up, but I just repeated the tracker here. I have this done also in Excel, but I really prefer the paper because it helps me commit things to muscle memory. If you've stayed with me this long, thank you so much. I do appreciate it. Next page, or next set of pages, will be for debt. Now I have here I'm going to put my list of debts, and whether I'm putting it in the snowball or avalanche method. And then it'll be followed by some debt payoff sheets. Now I'm going to take pages from the front of this, what I'll call my budget planner, because that's what it is. I'm going to take this goals page, this vision page, the Dave Ramsey baby steps, 4 walls budget, and this, because I don't want to repeat these. There's no need to repeat these because I've done it before. Since this is changing, or since this has changed, I'm going to redo this. Yes. Actually, I don't know how much this is. I know how much this is. This is now like 11 or 10 grand. I forget. So the pages that have changed are the ones that I will redo. And I think I'm going to take this along with me. Yeah. I'm going to take these pages along with me to the next budget planner. We might as well do it right now. Whoops. Actually, no, because I need to finish it for 2019. So I'll leave these here, and I'll take the rest of them and put in the new planner. So all of these pages are going with me to 2020. And my initial plan was to put them at the very front of these back notes pages. It makes sense, to me at least, for them to be here. So there, carried over from 2019. The goals are pretty much the same, with the exception of that. Everything else has been done. Oh, this is a quote that I keep telling myself: are you paying for your future or paying off your past? And it's something that I need to keep at the forefront of my mind so that I continue on the path to financial freedom. So that's that. You have all those things: ideal budgets, you have yearly fees, sinking funds tracker, new car savings, bills and 2020 budget, the debt list, snowball versus avalanche, new pages that are going to come from the other planner in here. And then the rest of them will have things that I'm optimizing. So things like taxes, my internet. My internet has recently reduced, so I can put that down here, and stuff like insurance. Next set of pages. I'm not sure that this is going to stay here, but I want to start have this page for things that I'm selling. I just need to let go of some things that don't work for me, especially in relation to clothes, old kid items. I'm going to be selling some things on Facebook Marketplace. I've sold a few already, but just here and there, mostly baby stuff, and strollers. I sold his old car seat that was too small, the baby car seat, stuff like that. The next page is going to be for car maintenance tracking and home maintenance tracking. Now, normally I would say that car maintenance tracking and home maintenance tracking should have their own notebooks, and I still hold that view. However, it is important to know what you did with the things you own in a particular year, because they do affect your budget in that year. So I'm going to put that down on these two pages, and the home maintenance on this page. So if I trim the trees, have the gutters cleaned, or have the roof gutters cleaned, if I get pest control done, all of it should be on this page. And actually, maybe I should make it 2 pages. The next will be giving and donations. Now, you guys are not going to be seeing the rest of these pages, but I just wanted to let you all know what I'll be using it for. And that's why it says here, don't show. So giving, stuff like tithes and offerings and any other charitable giving will go in here. What did I do to the page? All right. Next will be things like accounts, insurance, all the policies, plan for kids' college, 401k and retirement, and then I have a few notes pages that are left, stickers, and then the back of the planner, which has this cover right here. And that's it. If there's anything you want me to explain, you can ask me a question in the comments. I do appreciate you all for watching. Thank you for joining me as we start 2020. I hope you've enjoyed my my goals and budget planner and how I set it up for 2020, and I hope you have some ideas for yours. I think I should actually put here budgeting goals. Yeah, if I had some vinyl, I could write some budgeting and goals. Maybe not. But anyway, that's it.